Just 10 days shy of the day that will mark 1 year since the Lewiston mass shooting, survivors and others who were impacted most from the events of that night say they'll be holding the U.S. Army at least partly to blame. Good evening, everyone. I'm Amanda Hill.
And I'm Alex Haskell in for Brian Yacono. Lawyers representing 100 victims and survivors of the shooting say they intend to sue the Army, the Department of Defense, and the Keller Army Community Hospital in New York.
They say those three entities neglected to respond to the warning signs that ultimately led to Robert Card, an Army reservist at the time, to gun down 18 people and seriously wound 13 others. News Center Maine's Sam Olsen joins us in Lewiston outside the Franco Center, where they held this press conference detailing the next steps of their legal action. Sam?
Plaintiffs say this lawsuit represents the trauma victims and survivors will carry with them for the rest of their lives. People they loved were gunned down and killed, and survivors have seen things no one should ever have to. The plaintiffs and their lawyers say until they can address what they call a broken system, nothing will change.
It's so difficult for us to relive those moments. There's pain, trauma, and regrets that will never go away.
For these people, October 25th is a date that will be ingrained in their minds forever. Their lawyers say they want fair and just compensation for what they've had to endure since Army Reservist Robert Card opened fire at Just-in-Time Recreation and Schmenge's Bar and Grill.
We do not accept that it was okay for the Army to ignore warning signs and symptoms for Mr. Card over a period of 7 months, to promise to address his mental health issues, and then to do nothing about it.
Ben Gideon and Travis Brennan are representing 100 clients, saying the Army broke promise after promise when it came to its handling of Card's mental decline and blatant threats to other reservists. That, the lawyers say, allowed the gunman to return to his community and a few months later launch his deadly attacks.
How many other Robert Cards are out there right now that are current or former members of our armed services, who are suffering from mental or physical illness and who have ready access to assault weapons?
Brennan and Gideon say there were multiple warning signs and that the Army failed at every opportunity to step in. They say they hope this lawsuit will help fix a broken system.
The Army bureaucracy persists in this state of denial. They conclude they didn't do anything wrong. The problem is that they can't fix a system that they don't believe is broken.
People like Cynthia Young, whose husband and 14-year-old son were murdered, and Elizabeth Seal, who lost her husband, spoke as well. Both of them reminded the rest of us who have gone on with our lives that theirs are still broken.
I am so grateful that my children have special memories of their father. However, he's not here anymore, and I'm left with 4 children who miss their father tremendously.
Seal says if the Army took the proper steps, her husband and 17 others would possibly still be alive.
Once justice is served, I feel maybe we can start that process of healing. But in the meantime, we're going to stay Lewiston strong.
We reached out to the Army for their reaction, and they say they don't comment on pending litigation. The Army has 6 months to respond to the claims, and the lawyers don't anticipate the Army will respond, so after 6 months, they will actually file the lawsuit. Amanda, Alex.
Sam Olsen live for us in Lewiston tonight. Thank you, Sam.